We got a new Feh Channel for the Book 8 Midpoint of Fire Emblem Heroes. Today I'll be briefly covering everything that was announced. New update is underway, so a lot more content to cover after this. From the start of Book 8, we got a sneak peek at two characters from the main artwork, and it seems like both of them are finally entering the ongoing conflict. First up, the blue-haired lady covered in bandages is Hathron. She shows up some healing abilities after the summoner gets absolutely tossed around like a ragdoll. Now, the unknown muscular man is Aetherneer. As you can see in the still, he decks poor Alphonse with his dumbbell. Despite throwing hands in the trailer, like the other Book 8 characters, Aetherneer is a beast unit in gameplay. I like how Feh just focused on his thighs. Xander better start hitting that gym. Last up, we were introduced to who I assume is our main antagonist for the book, Larather. They were the one who possessed Henriette last chapter. Maybe I'm just crazy, but I noticed Feh called Larather the leader of the Quieting Hands. I thought their group was called the Healing Hands. I double checked the last chapter and Larather does say Quieting Hands in text as well, but I guess I was too focused on the queen possibly getting killed off. I don't know if this is a translation mistake or I missed the memo, but for what it's worth, Ratatosk's sisters in-game titles also use Quieting as a name. No matter what they're called, it looks like Book 8 is going to be ending on a wholesome, happy note. You know, we actually have a pretty high body count when it comes to Feh OCs, so perhaps we can solve our differences peacefully. I'm sure everything is going to be just fine. To celebrate the totally happy Book 8 Midpoint chapter, we got a slew of events. As usual, watch out for a double and quintuple EXP and SP if you want to train up new units. For logging in, you can get some Dragon Flowers, 800 Heroic Grails, and a nice 80 Divine Dew. We will be talking about the newest refines next video. For completing some quests, we have a variety of leveling materials, some divine codes, sacred coins, and a staggering 3 orbs. You can use those 3 orbs to summon on a bunch of returning banners. For this event, we're getting a ton of old rearmed and ascended hero banners cycling through daily. They each last 4 days each. For a spicier banner, a Hero Rises is kinda back. From earlier in the year, a Hero Rises units who lost in the voting gauntlet portion and those who placed 9th through 12th will be on a one big 8-man banner. Even when she loses, Edelgard returns. This banner has a 6% rate with no pity breakers. You can also spark it up to 4 times. For completing more quests, you can get 5 for some tickets for this banner. That can help get to a cheaper spark or time to test your luck. If you want to summon some new heroes, we have a Dawn Brigade banner from Radiant Dawn. Makai's ragtag group is finally getting some spotlight, although we did lose Nolan. Since we already got the data mined for these units, I won't be going into any detail in this video. Now we'll do a proper banner breakdown in a few days because boy, there are some new skills we gotta talk about. For our new Swordmaster of the month, Edward is here with his Calibogue. Similar to Severa, Edward is a godlike reflexes specialist, coming with buffer, instant cooldown, and some DR piercing to up his counterattack damage. For most players, Edward will be sought after for his new Breath of Life 4 upgrade. All you gotta know is that it directly counters instant pre-combat damage with instant pre-combat healing. It also heals more if the user has higher defense than the foe, so all those low defense glass cannon flare strike users may be in trouble. Breath of Life 4 also applies to nearby allies, so you will definitely see this skill around. Now, Leonardo will be our demote for the banner. I thought this was the year of the dragon, but apparently it's the year of the free-to-play archers because we just cannot stop getting more of them. From the data mine, Leonardo has decent attack and speed, but not breaking any records. He has a slight res focus, including having attack and res finish 3. That's pretty hype for a demote. His inheritable doubler bow is a bonus doubler for bow, same as the Halloween weapons from last year. It does give attack and res field buffs to allies. To help lead the Dawn Brigade, Soth is dripped out in his sweet Whisper outfit. He is being rearmed with the Arcane Tempest Dagger. This is the speedy no follow-up dagger, but it also has 30% DR and times pulse. Instead of lethality, Soth gets Bane as his unique special. This was an engage as a bond ring skill, and like in the base game it was from, Bane literally does bring a foe down to 1 HP. It's a % DR piercing special, 2 cooldown with half lethality damage, except if Soth cannot get the KO, Bane automatically deals damage that brings the foe down to 1 HP. If you want to counter this, you must have flat damage reduction or unpierceable % DR. Speaking of % DR, Bane also gives Soth unpierceable 30% DR if specials are ready. Maybe he took some lessons from Commander Ike. For a new inheritable skill, Soth has Potent Disarm Trap. I think the idea is that as long as Soth gets 1 Bane proc off, his Potent hit can finish the job even with that reduced damage. Last up is Attuned Micaiah. Obviously her new outfit is inspired by Salt's green getup. This Micaiah has her signature do effectiveness and inflicts a ton of attack and res debuffs. She is ultra slow this time, but this Micaiah is a flyer, so you still gotta watch out for arrows. This ult brings a lot of utility with Yune's chaotic debuffing tied to her new B skill. She's a 2-space warp beacon, so no need for guidance 4. After enemy phase starts, Micaiah heals nearby allies for 10 HP and converts stat debuffs into buffs. I need to go reread the effects of this weapon and go over it again, but it seems like instead of using her unique healing assist, which she still has by the way, Micaiah kinda automatically triggers its effects before the enemy starts moving. Big difference is she does not cleanse penalties on allies, but she can cleanse 2 penalties from herself. It also does not affect penalties applying at the same time, so I'm pretty sure it's ineffective against the common ploy 4 skills. Now, for more utility, Micaiah has another Crux skill for those follow-ups. She also has half DR piercing for herself. Her new Attuned X skill is called Far Trace Echo, same contour effect as Far Trace 4 with a little bit extra damage. If you got a ranged cav or flyer, pretty nice option to free up that B slot for more combative things. This new hero's banner will be up shortly. It lasts for a decent while and you can spark it 2 times. As a reminder, next banners coming up are the double summer banners, so plan accordingly. To accompany the Dawn Brigade, Jared will be the Grand Hero Battle Unit. Representing the Halberdier class, he has the No Spear Plus, aka the budget no follow-up weapon. Jared also has Pulse Smoke for a new free-to-play skill. Now, Jared is another fast lance infantry compared to Ninja Saizo, slightly slower with way less base defense. However, Jared has much more base HP and attack. Definitely workable, lots of fun build options. We're still adding to the very small free-to-play lance infantry class. We'll talk about more Jared in his own video. Moving on, we have 2 new update 8.7 features that were shown off. First, new Aether Raids map. You got 3 straight pathways with some tree lines mixed in. The other bit of news is for a new event called United Warfront. United Warfront involves a set of 5, I believe, back-to-back maps. Currently, it looks like a mix of Legendary Mythic and Emblem battle maps. The goal of this mode is to take units from another player's team and mix them with units you own. The catch is that if you pair up units from the same titles, they get bonus stats. From what I saw, it doesn't seem like this event has a set bonus titles you must use. It kinda just seems like you can match up any titles you want. Now, once you got a team picked up, you can pick a difficulty. The orb rewards come from the hard version, so if you don't got the best units, then don't worry too much. Now, there is one more catch to this event, similar to Arena Assault. You cannot use these same units for later fights. One-time use only. I don't think there are any restrictions to attempts, so feel free to experiment and have fun. You can set your own proxy team up, and it seems like the best idea is to go with all units from the same game, or maybe a 2-and-2 split. United Warfront begins in about a week. Similar to Seer's Snare, it kind of seems like an event where you can kind of create your own difficulty. It also has some RNG elements at play since you only get to pick from so many teams to mix and match with. We'll see how it plays out very shortly. That'll be it for this Feh channel. Pretty standard midpoint stuff, although no Feh OC on the banner this time. It's starting to get hot, which means double summer banners are on the way. You may want to plan around saving for those, plus we could get another Emblem hero very soon. Next up, I'll have videos going over the new 8.7 refines, the Dawn Brigade banner, and of course, a Grand Hero battle for Jared. Let me know your thoughts on the Feh channel. How about thoughts on the new characters? Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys very soon.